This video is sponsored by Squarespace. So Giffin Grip saw my review video. Tell me why I get so completely starstruck when brands I know and like have followed for a really long time notice me. I tried to play it cool. Anyway, if you saw my Giffin Grip review video, you saw that my main issue was catching those trimming flyaways. So they sent me a trim guard. And they also sent me the Giffin Grip Mini, which by far was the biggest recommendation from you guys to try this because apparently like it sits slightly different so that your splash pan will still work. So we're going to review these today. This video is not sponsored by Giffin Grip. They did send me this for free, but it's not sponsored, which means I can give a very honest review as to whether or not I think that these tools are worth it. They also threw in these mittens, they call them, for, I guess they're supposed to sit on top of your little grippy guys to make it like softer, like a cushion. That's handy. We'll try those out as well. Cute. Love the typewritten message. So cool. Oh, it's a little one. That's so cute. He's mini. Wow. Even comes with pins. They're a little different. These ones were made of plastic. I wonder if there's metal inside. No, they're just made of plastic. Beautiful package design. My goodness. Let's start with the trim guard. I made a bunch of mugs yesterday. I threw these guys and we're gonna trim them. Okay, I wanna start with a trim guard and I'm going to use it on the OG Giffin Grip so we can sort of see, because I don't know if the trim guard is necessarily necessary for the mini one. I already did a review video on the original Giffin Grip, that's this one here. I'll link it down below in the video description if you wanna compare. So, comes with these little clips, some little Velcro guys, and instructions. And I have to read this. Ooh, that's interesting. It works inside and outside the splash pan. The Velcro is just to stop this from flapping around, I guess. I'm gonna do inside because that's what makes most sense to me. Okay, I did 4. I've got 1 extra. I suppose you could do 1 more, but I think this is pretty good. Yeah. So this looks really good. I mean, it's super easy to install. You just put the clips on. And like a lot of people sent me these kind of DIY solutions for this. Those would definitely work as well, but this is obviously a lot more elegant and just like a simpler solution. So let's try trimming some pots. So they're a little on the wet side. I hope that they're okay. It's pretty well put in. I might need to do the taller ones, but I like these low ones. Let's try it. Ooh. Wait, did I put this in wrong? No. This thing kind of rubs. Okay. Maybe if I just push it back. Okay. Ooh. See, I don't like that. I do not like that sound. This little end here wants to curl in, and if it gets too close, it makes a terrible sound. I wonder though if that's going to, like, it was just like very tightly wrapped. Like, you know how when you get like a poster wrapped up, it takes a while to unravel itself? Maybe that's the case. Otherwise, it's a very quick fix. You just put some duct tape on it. Ta-da! Not a single trimming has been spotted on the floor. It's all landed in the splash pan, so I think that's pretty freaking good. I was a little hesitant when trimming this first one because it's a new shape and I'm not really sure how much to trim off, but let me try and trim a little bit more aggressively this time, and we see if we can get some flyaways. I'm gonna just pump up the speed and see what happens. I think my only issue thus far is I can't see my mirror. Like, it blocks my mirror, so I can't see the profile. That's not that big of a deal, but I do have to crouch down to see. If you were wondering why my pot is like blue at the bottom where I trimmed it, this is very old reclaim that has gotten moldy. So that's why it's a little bit blue or gray or whatever you want to call it. It's totally fine if your clay gets like that. That's a very normal part of working with reclaim. And as soon as this mold is exposed to light, it's going to turn the color of the rest of the pot. So you don't have to worry about it. It's also it's not dangerous. It's fine. So I'm gonna say that this trim guard is a freaking success. This works really, really well. Easy to install. My only issue, well, my two issues are incredibly small issues. It's that I can't see my mirror, and this thing wants to bump against my Giffin Grip, which is intolerable, but this can be fixed incredibly easy. Let's take a little break to talk about today's sponsor, Squarespace. If you've never heard about Squarespace before, they're an all-in-one platform that artists and entrepreneurs use to stand out online. I've personally been using Squarespace ever since I started my online store, and I'm still using them for my website today. There's a few things that I love about Squarespace, one of which is their memberships, which I use to host our very own template club, but you can use to create community, host courses, and other premium content. Two, they just launched a really cool AI feature called Design Intelligence that empowers anyone to build a beautiful bespoke website tailored to your unique needs. And three, once you have your online store set up, you now have access to Squarespace Payments, which is super easy to set up and gives your customers more ways to pay with popular payment methods like Klarna, Direct Debit, Apple Pay, Afterpay, and ClearPay. So if you're looking to take selling your pottery to the next level, or you're just looking for an online home for your art, I really recommend Squarespace because they make creating a beautiful website super easy. So head to squarespace.com right now for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/potterytothepeople for 10% off your very first website or domain. Now let's get back to the video. Yeah, let's try the mini now. I wonder, like, I think I would want to store it made already. Like, I don't want to undo it. Also, so that this little flap here can relax. I wonder if I can like put a hook on the wall or something and just hang like that. That would be really convenient. And then I don't have to resize it or anything. I can always just keep it made. Okay, Giffin Grip Mini. The one issue I'm seeing so far is that these didn't come with the wing heads. What do you call these? The wing nuts? So I'm gonna have to use my, oh, okay. It should be okay. So I have to use my pins because unless these wing nuts fit onto theirs, but you might not necessarily have wing nuts that do fit onto theirs. So it would be nice if they provided them. I'm kind of confused why they didn't. Well, these fit into my wing nuts, so I guess no problem for me. I guess if you have pinholes, you're gonna have pins. So they don't necessarily need to provide the pins, as long as you have pins that fit the Giffin Grip Mini. Sometimes my wing nuts get like so crusted with clay that I can't even get them to scroll. I don't know if are all bat pins standardized? Are they a standard size? Maybe not if you DIY your pins. Okay. Okay, so I was just playing with this a little bit, and this might be an improvement on the design. It's pretty clever. So this little doodah here locks it into place. So I need to bring this up, and then this just sits into your pins somehow. They have, I'm assuming these are the standard 30 centimeter pins, and then there's also more narrow ones. If no pins, use post. Not sure what that means. I'm sure if I did a little bit of research, like it's pretty straightforward, but we're gonna use the pins. I hope it fits. Does it fit? Yes, okay, thank God. I was worried that my pins were not a standard size. Okay, that's actually, that feels solid. I also like this material a little bit better than the other one. It feels, I don't know, it feels nice. Okay, I'm gonna try these ones. They're called the bowl sliders. Turn all the way to the left. Drop in sliders. Nice. Beautiful. As long as you have pins, I personally feel like, I mean, I haven't tested it yet, but I personally feel like this is an improvement on the original. I think it really might be. Also, better use these ones than the flat ones I was using before. But the original has those as well. Let's try it. I'm pretty freaking convinced. I love this. Oh, I didn't even lock it. I forgot to lock it. Oops. I love this product. Ooh, I still need to try the mittens. Aren't they cute? I freaking love everything about Giffin Grip's branding. It's classic, you know? Actually, these are kind of perfect today because my pots are so wet. Cute. Oh my goodness. Absolutely adorable. They're precious. Little mittens. They're like this very squishy, is it like craft foam? Like that's what it feels like. Just like a very squishy, and then there's like a sticky side on the inside. I wonder if that will stay sticky long term. Or if theoretically you just keep it on. I don't know how necessary the lock is, but I guess it's nice to have. Ooh, this is a very off-centered pot. A little wonky, but I guess I could balance it out with a handle. It's not so bad. Feels nice. In conclusion, I love this product. I love the Giffin Grip Mini. I would buy this with my own money. I think it's totally, totally worth it if you have pins. You do need pins, and probably check the website to make sure that your pins are the right width for this. But mine are the standard size, I believe. I believe it's 30 centimeters. Anyway, it came pre-drilled in the wheel when I bought the wheel, so probably yours is fine, but double check. I would say double check before investing. I guess the only reason I wouldn't buy this is if I didn't have pins and if I'm primarily making bigger work. Because the original Giffin Grip is definitely, like it's bigger. It definitely has room for larger pieces than the Mini does. So plates, for example, might be hard to do on here. I guess like this is the max. Let me measure for you. So imagine you're doing a plate. It's 12 centimeters times 2, 24 centimeters would be the max width of a plate, whereas on here it would be 30. So it's not a huge difference, but it's obviously a significant enough difference if you're making plates. So if I didn't want to get the Mini, I would get this, and I would also get the trim guard because the trim guard works fabulously. You can DIY one, depending on your budget. I would probably get the trim guard just because it's simple, it's easy, it's simple to store. I can imagine it's more easy to store than these big DIY solutions with like the tote. But yeah, and then the little mitts, I don't know if I'm gonna use these. I might, but I don't know I feel like these, honestly, I feel like the Giffin Grip feet are squishy enough for at least these pots here. It depends on what you're making, of course. Like maybe if you have some really intricate carving or detailing on it, you might want to use the pads to not mess those up. Even these pots that are a little bit on the soft side for trimming, these are plenty squishy enough, so I don't know if I would use these. Yeah, so I think this company makes some really cool products. Giffin Grip, it's a small American-based company. I think they're based in Washington. So I'm going to leave all of the links for all of these products down below in the video description. You can check them out, see if they work for your budget, see if they work for you. I hope that this video is helpful for you. Thank you so much to Giffin Grip for sending me these products. Super fun. I'm definitely gonna be using this in the future. This is going into the rotation. Okay, friends, I'll see you in the next one.